That's a thing of beauty, isn't it? Good morning. Welcome to DG Trades. I had to make a video. Monumental what's happened. We just busted through all-time highs within the past 24 hours on Bitcoin, going up past all-time highs of 64.9, and it went straight to 67. And this morning, you're seeing some choppiness. Markets are a little rough. Don't get worried. I would tell you to hold. Again, this is not financial advice. These are my opinions. Okay, let's put that disclaimer out there. Always have to do that. Let's get into the technical analysis. Right now, Bitcoin fighting currently as I record this video with the all-time high of 64.9. You're seeing 64.9 here. If it can hold this support, you're probably going to see this shoot much higher. And we're going to talk about quite a bit this morning. We're going to talk about other coins that I'm interested in. We're going to talk about a chart pattern I'm seeing playing on both Bitcoin and Ethereum that is hugely bullish. So let's just get into the technicals right now. So far what we're seeing right here from the past and the previous all-time high of 64.9 is something I like to do quite often, which is Elliot wave theory. And in technical analysis, Elliott wave theory is something that is pretty dependable. And Elliott wave theory is pretty much a pattern that plays out that is a 5-stage pattern. And it can give you indications on price prediction. And it basically charts the greed and fear of humans. And it's usually a 5-wave pattern. Again, Elliott wave theory, I'll put this link down. You guys can read about it. It is used quite often. I use it quite often when I do technical analysis. And I think we're in another Elliott wave pattern here. I think we're in step 3. So this would be 1, 2, and then 3 is usually the largest movement. We're in stage 3 of this new Elliott wave pattern that I see developing. That's, again, my opinion. But you can see all the support levels I have here of Bitcoin the entire time that I've been tracking it. This descending triangle that we saw a couple videos ago, I was talking about this descending triangle. And if Bitcoin can break the descending triangle, you're going to see an explosive movement up. Told you. And boom, here we are now. And again, we're fighting right now with the all-time high prior, and you're going to see a bounce around that. You might even see a retracement. You might even see a pullback. And if you see a pullback, I would say $58,430 would be that support level. I doubt, again, I could be wrong, but I doubt that we're going to see a touchback to 52,990. I think demand is there now, especially with the ETF being approved and institutional money flowing in. We could have a little bit of manipulation around here, but I'm thinking we're going to get off to the races. Now, as far as my price prediction, also I want to show you this other pattern here that I find highly bullish, and that is what I'm seeing as a cup and handle pattern. Now, cup and handle pattern is just like, it looks like a cup. But this is in a long-term chart. This is on the weekly chart here. So on a weekly chart, it means a little bit more because it's a longer-term view on momentum price movement. And so here you have your cup, here you have your handle. And usually at the end of the handle, if you start to see price action move up after the handle, it's usually a very bullish sign. And I could see price movement going from Bitcoin all the way to mid-70s, and then we'll probably have a retracement there. But as far as my overall price target on Bitcoin, I'm not as moon boyish as a lot of people out there. 250,000, I hear some people saying 500,000. I don't think we're going to get there on this cycle. Personally, I'm a bit more rational. I'm a bit more conservative. I think we'll probably get around the 100,000, maybe 108,000, maybe 120,000. Bullish case scenario, maybe 150. But I want to play things safe. Okay, I trade safe. And, you know, as you get closer to that area of the 100,000 area, I would recommend, again, just my opinion, scaling out of the position and maybe keeping what you have in Bitcoin as the profit. And, you know, because the next bear market that's going to hit is going to hit very hard. It's probably going to hit harder than a lot of people are anticipating. We have a couple months now, in my opinion, where we're going to go up, and I think we're going to flash up, and then we're going to have a very, very hard correction. Very hard correction. And this bear market could last quite a while. So please scale out of positions responsibly as we get towards 100,000. That is what I am doing. That is what I am doing. You do what you want. Again, my opinions. It could shoot up to 200. It could go 500. It could go $1 million. It could go 15 million. It could go 25 million. No, here's the thing. Got to be rational about these things. Yes, crypto is the future, but you want to capture gains. You want to capture your gains. Right now, I think it's too early. We had a sell-off on Ethereum, and it wasn't big. Let's go to Ethereum's chart here. It got real close. Now, see, Ethereum has not broken the all-time high. Ethereum's all-time high set in May, and it was like a month after Bitcoin, which is usually how things roll, was like 43.85, and we had 43.75 print prior. So it tapped off of it, and people were worried. Oh, it's going to be a double top. It's going to be a double top. So everybody kind of sold this morning and brought it down to like 4,100, and I think that's a wrong move. And again, you're seeing the same thing on the long-term weekly chart here, and that is another cup and handle. Guys, that is insane. That is a pattern that is very, very bullish. People pointing out volume here, and really at this point, it doesn't take much volume these days to have these price swings, these movements. And I think you're going to start seeing volume dwindle just a touch, because the supply, especially on Ethereum, as supply is being burned away, which is also very bullish for price on Ethereum. So Ethereum, I am very bullish on Ethereum. I've got my first price target on Ethereum around 60. I think I've got it around 6,500, and then around 80, I think 8,900 on the top end. So that's where I'm looking at, which would be a double from this point. But I've been in Ethereum most recently around 3,600. So I hopped in around 3,600 again into Ethereum, and I'm going to hold. And I think my first chunk I'm going to scale out is going to be somewhere in the 6,000 region, and then probably just another touch around 8,000, and just hold a very small amount of ETH after the 8,000 region. If it wants to run, go for it. I'm happy. You can go for it. And then when the bear market hits and everything hits and people are like, I will scale back in very slow, because I think the bear market's going to last years. I do. So, you know, make the money now while you can. In my opinion, these next few months are just going to rip. And again, my opinion, I just think we're just going to see a rip. And not the bad type of rip, a rip up, not like a rip. Oh, I'm down 6 feet under type of rip, not that type of rip. Sol is grabbing so much adoption right now. They are grabbing so much from Ethereum right now that Sol has the ability to, if the more ETH goes up, the more Sol's going to go up. These two are tied. These two are really tied at the hip, and I think this is the fastest horse in the game right now. I think Sol is the fastest horse in the crypto game. You see a big hammer here, and you know, like, I don't know on TradingView if this is an error or what, but like it literally showed it going down to like 140. I don't know if this is some type of bug. I don't see that on Coinbase. I don't see that on other platforms, but I'm seeing it on TradingView here. And I don't know what that's about, but I saw that on ADA too, and I'm not quite sure. But let's go over some technical analysis here. We were looking at this pattern here again, another descending triangle that got broke, and went to the upside big time. Let's draw that triangle right there, and then boom, you see a shot up. I think there's a lot of support around the 140 area. Let's draw that line so you guys can see the support here as we do this. Yeah, right about the let's see, right 139-ish. Yeah, 139 area. There's some serious support. That should be green, not red. There we go. So big support line there around 139. I was buying at 121. I was buying at 131, and I was buying at 141. I was also scaling in even all the way at 151. And this is something where if it pulls back again, I'm buying. So SOL, I'm very, very bullish on. So if we get a pullback on SOL and it comes back down here, and even like if it goes back down into the 150s area, to me that's a screaming buy. But you saw the break, it went up, came back down, and right now at what is it at 189? I think what you're going to see is like we have not seen Ethereum break its all-time high. We have not seen SOL break its all-time high. Right now, center stage is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is center stage right now. It broke the all-time high. The others will follow. To me, that only makes sense. That we see the Bitcoin, everybody's putting their money in Bitcoin right now. And even the institutions, they're driving the price of Bitcoin straight up. And then you'll see it cycle into Ethereum, and you'll see it cycle into the altcoins. It's usually how this plays out. So eventually, I think we are going to see a break of the all-time high of Ethereum, and we're going to see SOL break its all-time high. And it's just, to me, it's a matter of time, and it's a no-brainer. People are saying, well, how can you be so confident? Like, this sounds way too confident right now. There were so many people short on Bitcoin, especially, thinking that it would never get in this area. People were shorting it in the 50s. People were shorting it in this. People were shorting it in the 40s. People shorting it in the 50s heavy. People were even like, they're shorting it heavy around 61, 62, 63. Shorts got demolished here. The shorts are hurting. So they're going to take their time. They might scalp a little here and there. They might scalp. We might get back down to these support levels, 58,000. Hell, we might even get back to 52. I don't think so. I don't think we're going down to 52. We might hit this 58. I might consider a buy around that area. But like I would say my first sell point on Bitcoin is going to be in the 70-ish range, and just a small amount. And then as we get towards 100,000, probably close out of the position completely. So ADA, so many people in ADA right now, so frustrated. And I'm a big ADA lover. I personally love Cardano. Charles Hoskins is a trip, and he's very polarizing. You either love him or hate him. I personally love him. Very good communicator. Lets you know what's going on. Lets you know everything that's going on in the project. Very transparent. I love that. Absolutely love that. Sure, he could stick his foot in his mouth. There's sometimes I just want to be like, Charles, shh. Shh. But he's almost to me like the Elon Musk of crypto. He's a very, very prominent figure in the crypto world. But this Cardano being stuck in this flat range is so frustrating to a lot of people, just like people in AMP, which is highly speculative, but I'm in AMP as well, and we'll go over AMP next. But like ADA to me is a quality coin. I consider it a very long-term investment. I will, as we move up from here, because I do think we're going to go up from here. Some people are saying, oh, we're going to crash down to like 140. We're going to even maybe go lower to back down to $1. I don't think so. Again, we saw this crazy wick here on TradingView. I don't see it on any other exchanges. I saw on Coinbase it was down to like $2, 201. But on TradingView it shows it going down all to 180, which honestly I'm pissed off about because I had orders in the 188 region. I think I even had orders in the 192 to 188 area. I think I had a couple orders there that didn't hit. I was just talking to my girlfriend Cressy this morning. I'm like, son of a bitch, those orders did not hit. And she's like, well, it doesn't show that it ever went down that far. It only shows, 201 on Coinbase and other platforms that I'm on. And I was like, didn't like that. But showing a nice hammer here. If in fact that isn't bug, that definitely showed some volume being exchanged right there, and it got sucked right up. And that's very bullish. That is also very bullish. And I think we'll get back to that all-time high of $3 again, 310. And I think around that area, I might sell a little bit. But for the majority of Cardano, I'll hold on to it. I can always stake it. But I do want to layer out as we move up, and that's the name of the game. As price movement goes up, you want to scale out of your positions. It's just what you should do. It's a smart thing to do. And then AMP, we've been watching this for quite some time, and we've been very patient. We have a descending triangle, very long-term descending triangle here. It is now fighting with a long-term support line that I've drawn way back here since January, beginning of the year. This pink line is a very long-term support line that was broke. So be careful. And I discussed this on the last video. There is a lot of resistance up here. There are a lot of sales orders in the 7 cent, 8 cent, 9 cent, 10, 11. So there's a lot of resistance on the way up. And we were concerned about this candle in the last video where we saw this giant wick, and usually was an indication of price movement down. And the good thing is we're seeing momentum going up here. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen here? We're hitting the edge. We're hitting the upper edge of this ascending triangle. That's healthy to me. I like that. It was the price. The momentum is doing what I thought it was going to do on the MACD. You can see that our blue line is now going to, looks like it's going to be crossing red, and that would also be bullish. That's nice. Also, RSI stuck right in the middle at 50. I still think this is going to be at least a double. I think this is going to be a double from this point, my opinion. But it's got a lot of resistance in the way, so just be aware of that. But like support here building in this area in the 4 to 6 cent range is very, very huge. There's a lot of support here in this 4, 5, even 6 cent range if you look at the long term. So 4 to 6, a lot of action in 4 to 6. We get over 6, you could start seeing sentiment changing. And right now it's at 5 cents. My cost average on this is 0.051, so I'm break even right now. I sure would like to see this go. Again, I think it's an underrated token. It's a collateral token. The tokenomics not so great on it, but for the utility of it and what it does for the Flexa network, and the fact that the Winklevoss twins are kind of like supportive of the Flexa program, and again, this just seems like another no-brainer. This just seems like another no-brainer to me. So there are my coins that I am, these to me top 5 holdings. And also Luna, which again I will do another video. Luna has this crazy synergy with its stablecoin UST, which is the Terra stablecoin. There is this crazy synergy that happens with their stablecoin, and it's again stablecoins and people getting a little bit iffy about stable coins because of regulation, and so there's slight risk with that, but people are going to UST. UST is becoming much more used. You can see demand for UST picking up, and because of the synergies between Luna and UST, it really makes me feel as if $30, $40 Terra Luna Luna is undervalued. So I'm going to take some time to make a Luna video for you guys in terms of where I see Luna going. But I just want to take the time. Congratulations to bulls out there that had the tenacity and the fortitude and held in there and said, no, we're going higher, because you did it. You're right. You were right, bulls. You were right. Now let's see what happens here. You know, it looks like the all-time high is the prior all-time high is becoming support today, but we're gonna see. It's the fun of trading. But this cup and handle here, you know, that is so bullish. You know, I do not get sold out of these positions. Do not get out of your positions right now. Let things play out. Don't worry. Like, you know, people freaked out. The ETH got in the 43-ish area and people sold it all the way down to like 41, and you know, like everybody just take a breath here and a little bit longer term. I think the next few months are just, I mean, like October, November, December, hell, going alts into January maybe. I think we're gonna see some crazy price action. I think people are, you know, now that, like I said, with the ETF, you're gonna see big money. You're gonna start seeing some big money flow into this. And again, my opinion. But I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, the faithful that stick around here, that come back every once in a while and go, hey, what's DG up to? Well, what does he think about XYZ? Got any questions? Put them down below. Love to answer any questions you guys have. And have a great day. Bulls. Bears, I'm sorry for the Bears. I'm feeling the pain. I've been on that side of the trade too. It's just how it rolls. It's how it rolls, baby. Gotta stay nimble. Gotta stay nimble. All right, everyone. See you on the next vid.